Okay, I'm going to start my Cooksey review with an unboxing. This is the Cooksey Pro, made in the USA. How cool is that? Let's take a look at the stand. Okay, pretty simple. It looks like a little iPhone stand with a Cooksey logo on it. This is the wall mount. This is a metal plate, pretty solid, steel. Comes with this tripod thingy, which you would screw in here. There you go. And then that would allow you to mount it to the wall and then position the Cooksey wherever you wanted it. And then just basically you tighten it. And the best part is I can use this for cameras if I don't end up using it for the Cooksey. So that's cool. Here is the Cooksey. So first thing I want to note, it's got a little rattle to it. Let's see what's going on inside. And inside we have the instruction manual and the Cooksey. Okay, interesting. So it has the antenna that pops out of the back of this case. It's made out of metal. So steel. It's a little bit of lubricant there, so you can see that this ring turns. Oh, okay, there we go. So that's nice. That turns. Let's see how far that turns. Well, it seems to not have any limit. Okay, well, I'm a little worried about I don't want to turn it too far because I'm sure there's cables inside and I don't want to, like, rip them off. But that looks like that's the infrared camera, and that is the regular camera, the visible light and the infrared light. And then this, I guess they call this the turret. This looks like it turns as well. So there's the limit there, and there's the limit there. And that should be enough. I know that when you put this over the pan, you don't want to be directly over the pan. So that kind of forces you to put it off to the side a little bit. So that's cool. This is the external antenna for the Wi-Fi. There is your USB for power. And here's a tripod mount. So that would go here, for example. And then this also has a magnet. So if you were, this is aluminum. So yeah, that's not going to work, but that will work because that's steel. So if you had a cooktop and you had, I'm sorry, not the cooktop, but if you had the fan above your cooktop and it was made out of metal, you would simply attach the cookie. You would attach the Cooksey to that, and then you wouldn't need any mount at all. And I actually have that set up, so that's cool. Okay, let's see what else is in the box. And then I think that rattle is, well, it could be the Cooksey or it could be the stuff under the Cooksey. So it might be the stuff under the Cooksey as well. So, all right. Paper, all right, cardboard. There's the antenna. Now this does give you some flexibility in that you can have the antenna go up, or you can have it go down, or sideways, or any way you wish, so that's kind of cool. And then here is the power supply. 2 amps. Okay, so this is a USB 2 amp power supply, which this would plug into. And then on the other side you have USB-C, and that would plug into the Cooksey. And there is the entire setup. So that is what comes in the box. Okay, we're going to set up the Cooksey for the first time. Let's see. Get started. Log in. Okay, I entered my password. Log in. Unable to find any sensors, so let's go ahead and plug in the blue light indicating that it is ready for pairing. Now it's sweeping. Your paired sensor needs to be configured on your network. Press continue. And then I enter the network password for my Wi-Fi. And then I hit configure. Waiting 60 seconds for the sensor to configure. Sensor is trying to connect to your network. Oh, now we have a flashing brown, or is that orange? Can't really tell. And it's green, just like here on the screen. So now it has an IP address. So the MAC address and the IP address show here, and it says now it's doing a software update. Your sensor is now ready to use. Well, I can't do it now because I don't have it mounted yet. So let's go mount above the stove. So you have several options when it comes to mounting the Cooksy. One is it has a magnet. So you could just stick it on, which actually works for me because I have all this space here. There's 2 light bulbs and there's some buttons here that I added because these stopped working. But you can see I can just nicely mount it there. You could turn the turret. Whoops. Maybe you should turn the turret before you mount it. There you go. And then when it comes to the power, all you need is a plug nearby, like over here. Here's what's cool. These are little magnets. So they actually just stick to the metal, which is kind of cool. So you can plug it in and then mount it and then run the wire like that. And then you also have the wall mount, and then of course they also have a tripod option. Okay, so the next step is to calibrate the camera. I've got my camera mounted right above my pan. So here's my pan. Here's my camera. Now it's not right above the pan, it's a little off to the side. And I've already pointed the camera in the general direction of the pan. Now there's a little, if you look at the app here, that turns on the camera so you could kind of line it up. So I find that if you line it up ahead of time, it's easier to calibrate. So now let's go to settings, which is the gear icon. And then let's go to calibrate sensor. It tells you mount the camera, of course. Put it a little bit off to the side. Place a pan on the cooktop and turn on low heat. As it heats up, you'll see a thermal circle. Got it. And then they want you to move the camera. Yep. Okay, so now is when you would center up the pan. Now I washed the pan, so it is a little warm already. You can dial in the visual camera and the IR camera. The point of this process is to get the IR camera and the visual image camera to line up. Okay, use the arrows. Oh, I forgot to turn on the heat. So let me turn on the heat. So as this heats up, you'll see the circle turn red. Let's go completely IR here. So that's the infrared camera. I can put my hand in there. You can see the infrared signature of my hand versus the pan. So the nice big red circle looks pretty good. Now let's dial in the visual. And you can see it's a little low. So what you need to do is bring the visual camera down to meet the thermal camera. That looks pretty good. So I've got my visual of the pan lined up with the infrared image of the pan. So that is what the calibration is all about. It is all about getting the 2 cameras to line up and look at the same thing. And that's it. That's how you calibrate the sensor. Let's go and cook something, shall we? Okay, so for the first recipe we're going to try, we're going to do a stovetop blueberry crisp.
Yummy.
Yeah, my daughter's going to love this.
I like blueberries.
So you get a little preview of what's to come. Kind of like a super fast motion version of what you're going to be doing.
Butter.
Butter.
Everyone loves the butter.
Blueberries. Brown sugar.
Yeah, you should say blueberries like blueberries.
Blueberries.
Good
Blueberries. And there it is, the finished product. Now here are all the ingredients that we need, which I've already prepared and set aside here. Large non-stick skillet and preheat to 121. Now you want to hit let's cook? Press let's cook.
Do-do-do-do. Bop. Yeah!
Yay! And again, it tells you what you need. It's a little redundant.
Dash cinnamon.
Go ahead and hit next. Waiting for
Preheat
sensor.
to 120 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay, so we heat the pan to, whoa, that was quick. That didn't take long at all.
And now it's
Whoa.
over.
We have already exceeded, so it looks like I have my pan too hot. turn it down. Okay, I'm on kind of like a low medium.
How much butter?
I'm still too hot. We're not ready. I think it's too hot. Let's go even lower. Okay, we're like low now. 120 is not very hot, actually. Okay, it's coming down. One of the things I learned is you could just tap on the screen and set these little pins. So if you want to see the temperature, for example, in the middle of the pan is 169, and the edge of the pan is 124. So the middle of the pan's a little too hot, but we're going to go with, I guess this
In
is...
20 seconds, add 1/2C granola to pan and stir frequently for
We forgot the
1.5
butter.
to
We
2
got the
minutes.
I
butter.
didn't add the
Being
butter.
careful not to burn.
Let's see if we can, yeah.
Just quit.
Yes, quit. Took me too long to add butter.
Now add butter.
Okay.
We gotta cut it in half.
Preheat to 120 degrees.
Okay, preheat to 120.
Is that a half?
Well, now it's 167.
This is harder.
Yeah, this is hard.
We.
All right, let's just go ahead and add the butter.
That's a little.
I mean, how do you... 120 is just like 20 degrees above body temperature.
Yeah.
Okay. I added the butter. What's the temperature of the butter? The butter is 133 and the pan is 178. See, I don't think it's hot enough. Yeah, it's melting.
We already have the butter.
I added the butter.
So iPad, we don't need the butter right now.
I think I have a big pan. I think I'm going to add a little more butter. Waiting for butter to melt. I don't think it's hot enough, but it's 160.
In 20 seconds, add 1/2C granola to pan and stir frequently for 1.5 to 2 min. Being
Okay.
careful not to burn.
Well, I can't imagine how I'm going to burn it. I can barely get the butter to melt. All right. It's exciting. 5 seconds, Ellie. What do you think? You want to add the granola? Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, now add 1/2C granola to pan and stir frequently for 1.5 to 2 min. Being careful not to burn.
Okay. Stirring frequently.
I measured the granola. And blueberries.
You did a great job.
Thank you. You are so kind.
Check your pan temperature.
Check it. Is it too hot or too cold?
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't.
What should it be?
I don't know.
I'm not sure how to read that. Is that what it should be? I think it should be, it should be 200. Okay, let me turn it up a little. I think this indicates the person who made this recipe, that's what their pan was. So mine is low. So let's go ahead and turn it up. Because I think it needs to be higher just to be able to do anything. Certainly don't have to worry about it burning, that's for sure. I think at this point I have warm buttered granola, which sounds really good.
Yeah, it does. Check.
Check your pan temperature.
Okay, I
What?
think she's trying to tell me it's too low, because now it should be 254. So we're going to take it up again. So now it's about a medium, a little bit lower than a medium high.
Do we still need this bowl?
Yes, when the granola is toasted, we're going to put it in that bowl.
Hi, Otto. You can make a face with that if you just make it right.
I can hear the fan in the Cooksey whirring away. It's keeping itself cool, I guess.
That's a helicopter.
Okay, this indicates that we should be around 330. So let me turn it up one more notch. So now we're like medium high.
Check your pan temperature.
I feel like that's just. The thing. It's a timer. It's a time that goes
No, I
up.
think this is the temperature of the person who recorded the recipe.
Oh. I thought you were referring to the thing in the middle.
Oh, the granola made it out of the pan.
Where is it?
Out of the pan and into the fire. Foolish granola.
Oh no, I feel bad.
$3.50. Wow. The person who made this recipe.
It's
No way it
insane.
could. There's no way it could have been 120 at the beginning. I don't want to turn it up anymore. It's already medium high. Ooh, this is starting to smell really good. What do you think, Ellie?
It smells like a pan in granola. But
It
smells
smells like warm butter granola.
good. It smells like something you should put with Nutella.
Oh, look, we're in the right temperature zone. Oh, we were,
Hooray!
briefly. It seems that, like, if I pull all the granola together, it makes the pan really hot. And then if I spread the granola out,
In 20 seconds, place toasted granola in bowl and set aside.
okay, it is toasted. It is really nice and warm and toasty, I
You can
gotta
see a
say.
picture of the guy doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
His is a little browner, so
Let's just give it like a few more seconds.
Time to place toasted granola in bowl and set
Ah!
aside.
I lost some more over the edge. Okay,
Oh no.
let's get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put our toasted granola. I might need your help. Hold this. Okay. Oh, I did not plan on having an iPad in the way.
Please do not burn my iPad.
Check your pan temperature.
Yeah, there is no pan.
I'm a step back. I don't have risk getting burned.
Okay, that looks lovely, actually.
There's some on the floor.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay,
Only one.
now that the pan is empty, I'm going to turn it back down to a medium.
What am I supposed to do?
Okay, that looks really good. That is a nice toasty granola. Okay. Okay, wait. In the same pan, I'd have to, yeah, okay. There we go. Now it's melting.
In 20 seconds, add 1 and 1/2C fresh blueberries to pan and add 1 TBSP
Blueberries.
brown sugar, 1 teaspoon real vanilla, and dash cinnamon to pan.
There's no use of this, so I'm gonna put it back.
Okay, sounds good.
Because there was no use, and I don't know why you took it out in the first place.
Okay, blueberries.
No, I want to do it the
Time to add 1
Ellie's
and
going to add the
1/2C
blueberries.
fresh
I'm scared.
blueberries to
Please,
pan and
Dad,
add 1
Just pour 'em in.
TBSP brown sugar, 1 teaspoon
Not
real
from so
vanilla,
high.
and dash cinnamon to pan.
There we go. Okay, add the brown.
Escape. One didn't fit
One
inside,
escape.
And I put it in. It has never.
In 20
Denied
seconds, stir
me.
ingredients.
I need, how much? I think it was a teaspoon or a tablespoon. Oh boy, that brown sugar. Probably should have broken that up a little bit. I need the vanilla and a dash of cinnamon.
How much vanilla?
I think it was a teaspoon.
It's time to stir ingredients.
Oh, I'm stirring the ingredients. Ah, another blueberry over the edge.
Which one? How many? How many? How many?
I think it was Bob.
Bob. Okay.
And give me the cinnamon. Woo! Ah!
Too much.
That is not a dash. That is more than a dash. Oh boy. All right.
Crazy cooking with son, father, and daughter.
Yes, crazy father-daughter cooking. All right.
Cook and
So
stir frequently until berries soften and break down a bit.
I actually can't hear her over the stove. Another blueberry over the edge.
Cook and stir frequently until blueberries
Blueberries.
it disappeared.
I think they want us to cook until they're softened.
Yeah, I guess.
So it looks like our pan is a little warmer than the person who. Oh, now we're in the right zone. Now we're.
Wow.
Well, their pan is now cooling off. So let's
Check
lower
your
this a
pan
little bit.
temperature.
Everyone likes molten blueberries.
Oh, that looks amazing. Wow. Am I going to need somewhere to put these?
Yeah.
I might need a bowl or something.
Is this big enough? I think it's big enough. Better.
Oh, they are starting to soften. I can feel it.
You should get this type of bowl. Mom, just hand
Maybe we can move the butter and the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. You take this.
Okay, I think they're ready. I would probably pull them out now. I'm going to pull them out now because I think they're a little...
They're softened.
They are definitely softened. Wow. Okay.
That was so crazy cooking.
I think that's it.
Vent, air.
Air vent. Got it. Whoops. Whoop. Turning on the fan.
Don't step on the blueberry.
Check your pan temperature.
So here is our blueberries. Wow. Yum.
They look delicious.
They do look delicious.
And also,
And here's our toasted granola. And
Now-
I think that looks pretty good. What do you think?
yeah.
Can I get rid of? Oh yeah, I can delete. Oh, and you can put a timer? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. You can put a little timer.
You could
Oh, and then it tells you how long it's been. Oh, that's cool. So I can have another timer here.
check pan
Check your pan temperature.
But there's nothing on the pan, so we don't really need to check it. Right?
Well, I'm hoping it'll go to the next step.
It shows body temperature. That's
Place in
cool.
serving bowls and top with toasted granola. Add ice cream, if desired.
Okay, place in serving bowls and top with toasted granola. Thank you, Tracy. I think that was Tracy.
Yeah.
Please ensure all cooked ingredients. Yep, take a picture. Let's take a picture. Well done. Okay, this time we're going to do pan-fried Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. Pan-fried Brussels sprouts with pancetta. Let's watch the little video here. Very nice. Cooksy. Okay, we have our ingredients. Olive oil, pancetta. Take it out of the pan when it's cooked. Add the Brussels sprouts. Okay. Looks like that was the garlic. There's the pancetta that we cooked previously. We add all the other ingredients and stir. Great. I have prepared everything, as you can see.
Mise en place.
Yes. Let's cook. Again, that's a bit redundant.
Cut Brussels sprouts in half. Set aside.
Yeah, I did that already.
Cut pancetta into diced pieces. Set aside.
That's,
Measure
again,
ingredients.
triple
Set
redundancy on this one. Okay.
Preheat to 279 degrees.
Preheat to 279 degrees. I'm going to guess that means medium heat. Did our pan move? No, the pan got smaller. But it still seems to be okay. All right, let's drop a pin right there. Okay, we're going to wait for the pan to get up to 279 degrees. And at that point, we will add 3 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 ounces of pancetta.
In 20 seconds, add 3 TBSP olive oil to pan and add 2 ounces pancetta to pan.
Okay, 14 seconds until we add oil and pancetta. I get a little preview there of what adding oil and pancetta looks like.
Now add 3 TBSP olive oil to pan and add 2 ounces pancetta to pan.
Okay, here we are.
In 20 seconds, stir ingredients.
Okay, so it looks like my pan is a little bit warmer.
It's time to stir ingredients.
Okay, stirring the ingredients.
Check your pan temperature.
All right, so it's telling me the pan is too high. I'm going to turn it down one light. So it is exactly medium heat. I'm going to see if I can flip it over a little bit here.
Check your pan temperature.
I'm going to leave it. I think the pan is a good temperature. Because 226, they want me to be 222, but where the pancetta is 226. I think it's adding too much of the outside here. Ooh, the pancetta is exploding. Go ahead and flip, so to speak.
Check your pan temperature.
Yeah, it's complaining the pan is too hot. Let's go ahead and turn it down one notch. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the fan. Get some air circulation going. I can hear the fan in the Cooksey. So the Cooksey is getting warm itself. Let me show you where the Cooksey is. So there's the Cooksey.
Check your pan temperature.
And there's the pan. So that seems to be the ideal place to put it. It's still, yep, the air vent is on. You can turn it up a notch.
Yeah, turn it up a notch, Paul. It's very sticky in here.
And let's go ahead and turn the pancetta. It is getting a bit smoky because it is cooking now.
Check your pan temperature.
Again, it says my temperature is too high. Let me go ahead and turn it down. It's getting pretty low though, I gotta say. Although it is smoking a lot.
It is cool.
I think with the pancetta, it has so much fat that you probably don't need so much olive oil. I think 3 tablespoons might be too much. There's enough oil that comes with the pancetta. I can hear the Cooksey now is like whirring. And the stove is pretty low.
Place pancetta to the side of pan so you can
There's the
remove it
flame.
from pan and
It's not
place
very
on a
high.
plate.
Okay, place pancetta to the side. Let's do that.
In 20 seconds, scoop out cooked pancetta. Place on a plate. Set aside.
scooped out the cooked pancetta and we placed it on a plate and we set it aside. How do I keep going here? Okay, add Brussels sprouts. So I don't put any oil in the pan, okay? All right. I think now would be the time to add oil.
Get pan up to temperature.
Get pan to temperature. Well, what temperature are you looking for? Okay. So they want it to be 250 and I'm at 97. Now, so I'm going to return it back to medium.
Check your pan temperature.
Yeah, it's complaining the temperature is too low. Now, I can't see the pan. It can only see the Brussels sprouts. I guess if I put a pin here, you could see the pan. The pan is 246. They want it to be 292 and I'm at 111.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go medium high.
Here.
In 20 seconds, add 1 pound Brussels sprouts to pan and add salt to pan.
Oh,
What are we adding?
I guess I was supposed to get the pan up to temperature and then add the Brussels sprouts. I think we're gonna be all right.
Add 1 pound Brussels sprouts to pan and add salt to pan.
Okay. Well done. Ooh, in 30 seconds, we're going to add pepper. The anticipation.
In 20 seconds, add pepper to pan.
I got you the peppercorn notion.
Yes. We're going to put just a little dash of boring pepper. Then we're going to add some,
Average, and then we're gonna add some.
now we're going to add some fresh ground organic.
Now add pepper to pan.
I can't imagine what a non-organic pepper would be. I can't imagine there's too many pesticides raising pepper.
In 20 seconds, flip ingredients. Next, flip ingredients.
Those are looking pretty good.
In 20 seconds, flip ingredients. Now it's time to flip ingredients.
I think it could be even warmer, hotter. Just gonna go up one notch.
In 20 seconds, flip ingredients.
Yeah, you need it really high for them to brown.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Okay.
I mean, look where it is. That's pretty high.
Yeah, that is pretty high.
I just don't hear that satisfying sizzle.
Alright, Let's flip ingredients.
All right, let's flip ingredients. Whoops. Brussels sprout tried to make a run for it. Now keep in mind there's not much oil in the pan, but it's also a very good non-stick pan.
Check your pan temperature.
Let me turn it back down. I'm going to turn it one light lower.
Now flip ingredients.
Okay. Really looking forward to when they have robots doing this for me.
In 20 seconds, check your pan temperature.
Turning it down one more notch.
Yeah,
Kind of jumping the gun here on the flip.
Next, flip ingredients.
Yeah. Flip ingredients. Wait a second. How did this become 437? So
Yeah, see,
because
so-
I no.
No? Okay.
It's because I had a gap. Yeah. See, I had. If you have a little gap here,
Who are we, the white or the green?
we are the white.
So they want us to be
They want us to be 171,
20 seconds,
but
flip
we are
ingredients.
194. Yes, that is correct. But it takes an average of the pan.
Okay.
So if you have like a hole, then it adds that into the
Oh, we're
average.
Going a little lower. Okay.
Yeah, see it's an erroneous measurement,
Okay.
really.
Really?
Okay, now flip ingredients.
Okay, flip ingredients. So the trick is to make sure that you don't have any holes in your Brussels sprout distribution. There.
In 20 seconds, add 3 garlic cloves to pan and flip ingredients.
All right, we finally get to do something other than flip.
No. You look smoking over there. Be careful too.
Okay, now add 3 garlic cloves to pan and flip ingredients.
Okay, we're adding the garlic cloves to the pan. And we are flipping the
In
ingredients.
20 seconds, add ingredients to pan and add cooked pancetta back in.
Okay, so we are adding the pancetta back in after we flip. See, I would turn it back up again. I think it needs a little more. So medium heat seems to be the...
It's time to add ingredients to pan and add cooked pancetta back in.
Okay, there's our cooked pancetta. Beautifully prepared by the wife. Thank you. Well done. Well done on that. So there was a lot of oil in that pancetta. I think the olive oil should have gone in with the Brussels sprouts. Not with the pancetta. The pancetta has enough fat already. You don't need oil.
Maybe a tap again.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but not 3
No,
tablespoons.
that's too much.
So that loud fan noise is the Cooksey. The high-pitched fan noise is the
In 20
Cooksey.
seconds, add 1/2
And then I
TBSP
have
lemon
the,
juice to pan and add 2 TBSP balsamic vinegar to pan.
Okay, we're adding the lemon juice in 10 seconds. And the balsamic vinegar. All right. So let's go ahead and add the lemon.
Add 1/2 TBSP lemon juice to pan and add 2 TBSP balsamic vinegar to pan.
Oh, that smells amazing. Wow, that smells good.
It does smell good.
I do like a good balsamic vinegar. Now I did combine the lemon zest and the lemon juice, so I won't be able to do the next step precisely. But we can add the walnuts. Probably should have breaking these up a little more.
If you're allergic to walnuts, then just skip that step.
Yes. All right. Let's add the walnuts. This is pretty dark. I'm going to turn on some light here so you can see it.
You know where we could do it? Coconut? Crumbled feta cheese.
Crumbled feta cheese. All right, 30 seconds, we take it off the heat. Maybe we should have a bowl.
Yep, on it.
The wife is going to get me the bowl.
In 20 seconds, remove from heat.
Thank you. This looks actually pretty good. I can't wait to try this.
All right, let's remove from heat.
All done. By the way, this is a fantastic pan. Scan pan, made in Denmark. Excellent pan. Highly recommend.
Our favorite pan now.
Yay. There are 2 finishing steps to complete.
Top with grated Asiago cheese.
Yes, top with the grated Asiago cheese.
There you go, Asiago.
Serve immediately.
Serve immediately. Well, I better get on that. Let me show you what's going on with the Cooksey here. So this is what the Cooksey. So let me turn off my fan. That is what the Cooksey is doing to keep itself cool. And feeling it, I would say it's about 110, 120 degrees maybe on the outside. So yeah, it's kind of frantically trying to keep itself cool. That's cool. That was unintentional pun.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit! In conclusion, I would say there's a learning curve when it comes to cooking with the Cooksey. The Cooksey is a tool to help you with cooking, not a substitute for common sense. If your gut tells you that the pan should be hotter or cooler, you should probably go with your gut. The reason for this is that the recipe you are trying to recreate was recorded in a different setting using a different pan. So of course there's going to be differences between the two. I did find the pins very useful, and the ability to measure the temperature of different items in the pan was something pretty unique. I regret that I have not had time yet to try recording a recipe, which of course is the whole advantage of the Pro model, is that you can record recipes and share them with others. Is it worth $700 US? For me? Yeah. But I do have a propensity for gadgets, and that's what this really is. A cool, new, albeit expensive gadget that helps you keep track of pan temperatures and gives you guidance while you're cooking on the stove. That's all. And speaking of that's all I have for now. I do plan on recording a recipe at some point and will more than likely share that on YouTube as well. Thanks for watching.